everybody. It is week 24, and here we go. Let's get started. Monday. Monday was a fun and challenging day. I had just renewed the insurance, so I was getting all kinds of certificate of insurance out to different brokers. So my loads were kind of limited. Almost felt like I had started over and I was a new guy. So our loads were kind of limited. We only picked up two vehicles, and this is what we got for them. We got one for 400 and we got one for 450. I did end up booking another load later on that day, but I had already unhooked from the trailer. I had already been home, and I wasn't gonna go back and hook back up. But it had been already a frustrating day, so yeah, this is what we got. We ended up going to San Diego with the load for 400 and another load for 450. So it is what it is, but we got that load delivered, and yeah. And here is Tuesday. Tuesday treated me a lot better than Monday. I actually had all my loads booked for Tuesday on Monday, so I already knew I was bringing back. The very first one is an in-op. That one paid me $600, and then the next two paid me $400 each. So I already knew I was bringing back $1,400. That's why I was okay with taking that $850 load on Monday. It would have been nice to get another car, but it is what it is, and thankfully we had $1,400 coming back. Wednesday, Wednesday, Wednesday. Wednesday went pretty smooth. We had a little bit of an issue picking up the Ford and the gate pass, but just a couple calls here and there. We got it taken care of. Other than that, it was a pretty smooth day. Drop offs went well, pickups went well. We got $400 per vehicle on this day, so we got a total of $1,200. Overall, Wednesday was a pretty good day. And here's Thursday. Thursday, it was an okay day. I mean, there was a little bit of drama. That red Hyundai Sonata, when we went to go pick it up, they told us it was an in-op. The broker didn't tell us it was an in-op, so we were under the impression that it was a running car, and it was at an ADESA. Fortunately, the ADESA let us take our wedge back into their parking lot or into their storage lot, and we were going to use our winch to load it up. I get to the car, and it's locked, and there's no keys in it. So I walked back to the car shack. They gave me the keys, and when I go to turn on, it seemed like a dead battery. So I went and grabbed my jump box just to see if it was a dead battery or something. Got in it, it started up. Ran a little bit rough, but it started up, so we didn't have to use our winch. So that was real nice. That was the drama for the day, though. Other than that, our drop-offs went good, and the rest of our pickups went good. It was not too bad of a day. You see, for the red one, we got 400. For the Fusion, we got 450, and the 370Z, that was a direct customer, and we got $400 for that. Friday, last day of the week. Here we are. Friday, all of our drop-offs went good, and all of our pickups went pretty smooth. No big issues. We have $400 for each vehicle. That puts us at $1,200. The only thing that sucks is that Ford F-150. That one is dropping off in Costa Mesa, which is closer to LA than it is to San Diego. So I would have to drive through the 10 to LA or towards LA, drop down to Costa Mesa, deliver that one, and then I would have to deadhead 90 miles down to El Cajon to drop off the other two. So we kept an eye on the load boards to see if anything popped up over the weekend. And all of a sudden, there it is. This white Toyota Corolla pops up. It picks up just a few miles from my house, and it drops at the same location as these other two. So we went ahead and made the decision to unload the Ford at the yard and load up the Toyota Camry and put it on this load. That Ford, what we're gonna do, we're gonna hand it off to our buddy Pablo. There's also another vehicle. It's a Toyota. I'm sorry, it's a Nissan Titan, and that one's picking up at Manheim and it's going to the same drop-off location as this Ford, and that's going up to Costa Mesa. That's more along his route. He's up in the LA area. I like to stay down in San Diego, so we're gonna go ahead and book that Nissan Titan, and we already have this Ford, and we're gonna go ahead and dispatch those to him, and he's gonna run those for us. So we got lucky. We have these three vehicles picked up, and all three drop off at the same location. So that is very, very convenient, and we'll take that all day long. And that pretty much wraps up our week. And here are numbers for the week. But wait, that looks a little bit different than what I usually put out. And some things have been added. Yes, they have. After so many people asking me, what are your expenses? What are your expenses? I'm going to go ahead and finally add what my expenses are. So here we go. First, let's go over what we made for the week. This is everything that's been put on our trailer. If you add everything all up, it comes out to $5,900. Now, what you have to remember about these $5,900, that's not in the bank account. This is what went on the truck. I still have to invoice it. I still have to bill it out, and I still have to collect payment. So $5,900 is not what we monetarily made this week. This is what has been put on our truck, and this is what has been billed out. We still have to collect payment on this money. I also added my total miles driven, including deadhead, and it gives me my dollar per rate all miles. So that was also added. And here we go. This is what everybody wants to see, is the total profit after a week's work. Well, money that was actually deposited into the account. So this is those that have been billed, invoiced, and now it's been paid. So this week I've been paid a total of $5,440. My expenses. This week I didn't have too many expenses. I had my fuel, which was $16.54 and 86 cents, and then miscellaneous expenses $220.04, and that's just when I purchase meals, or if something breaks down on a truck, then that's what that miscellaneous expense is. This week we didn't have any big failures on the truck, and I didn't eat out too much. I took my lunch to work quite a bit. Another thing you don't see on here is truck payment and insurance payment. I don't have those listed on here. Some people like to break them down per week and put them in your expenses. What I do is I just add them to my expenses during the week of. So next week my truck payment is due. I pay $1,000 on my truck. So what I would do is I would have the fuel expense, the miscellaneous expense, and then I would add another row, and at truck payment it'd be $1,000. So my total payout would be $25.63.10 versus $35.63.10. But I usually take that expense out the week I pay it. My insurance is due on the 9th of every month. So the week that would fall on, I would have my fuel expense, my miscellaneous expense, and then I would add another row and put in my insurance payment, which is just a little bit over $1,500 right now. So instead of being $35.63, then you would be looking more like $2,000. So that's how I do my expenses. Some people like to break those expenses up throughout the month. I just choose to do it that way. I don't know if people prefer that or not, but that's just the way I prefer. There you go, guys. There are the numbers you guys asked for, including expenses. So if you guys want to see anything else, or you guys have any other questions, feel free to comment. Other than that, I will see you guys next week.